Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over the Green Tower of Doom. High, mid, and low teams for that. That's the guild event this week, Tower of Doom. We'll explain how to do it like we do every single time. It's one of the events where a lot of people don't understand it completely, I feel, so... I'm sure most of y'all do. I'm just saying, like, in general, it's confusing because the devs are the devs. So, understandably confusing. But, yeah, we'll get into it here. Let me set up the stream. I'll put in some chapters for you. So we'll have a chapter for the start of the Tower of Doom. We'll have a chapter for the start of the weekly preview, the soulforge, the underspire. So you can just click on that, and you don't have to listen to everything if you don't want to. So, putting on these playlists here. And no, I'm not a robot. And I got my tags. Okay. Hopefully it sounds okay. And the game is Gems of War. Let me save that so the thumbnail changes to the actual thumbnail. Doot. We got a green tower. We got the new mythic. We got a new mythic this Friday. It finally, on Terran's World, it finally put the spell and everything. I think just Saturday at 5 a.m. was just too early to be looking that up during the chatathon, so now I know, and next time I'll maybe go over it on Sunday or something in that case. But it looks okay. It looks the new mythic coming this Friday for August. Looks interesting for sure. I think it looks interesting. I don't know how it's gonna work in practice once you start using it and stuff, but it looks interesting, I would say. It's got a third trait. You know how they've been putting in those third traits lately, like Emberclaw and Takshaka and Theodorovich, where it does something at the start of battle. It'll either like put 2 elemental stars on the board, or it'll put like 2 wild cards on the board, or like Eye of Argus puts the Doom Skulls on the board, the Great Worm puts Skulls on the board, Theodorovich puts those wild cards, or whatever they're called. I don't know what those are called because I don't use Theo. But it's going to explode gems at the start of battle. So 2 gems at the start of battle, it's going to explode. So maybe, I'm not telling y'all to get 3 of them. Not telling y'all that. We'll go over it here in a minute, but it's similar, is all I'm saying. It's similar to those as far as the third trait at least. Okay, so setting up the stream here. Intro, playlist, not a robot, tags, English, Gems of War. Okay. Thumbnail. Alright. So let me jump over to the chat so I can say hi. Jumping over to the effing chat. Oh, yeah, yeah. Green Tower of Doom. High-level team. Green Tower of Doom. Mid-level team. Green Tower of Doom. Low-level team. Soulforge, Maugrim Woods, Event Key Drop Table, Maugrim Woods Underspire. Spoilers, not spoilers, weekly preview. Alright, so I deleted the reminder stream. Those are put up whenever I'm streaming on PlayStation. You can't just like put up a reminder for PlayStation. I can do that when it's the new account. So it's kind of confusing. I'm just like the devs, where I confuse people a little bit because I stream on PlayStation and I stream off PC OBS. So when I stream off PC OBS, I can put up a reminder and roll it straight into the stream. When I'm doing PlayStation business on my main account streaming, I can't do that. I could put up a reminder, but then I have to delete it and make a new stream. It's stupid. So that's what's up with that. So if you're over there in the reminder, like Sana was, who gifted a membership, running out there, Teeth a Baron. Yeah. Guarding the train with prowling back and forth, guarding it, barking at people. Alright, so, live chat, starting early today, so it's going to be maybe slow at first here, so I got to keep that in mind. Alright. That's like, I feel like we're going to have to starting early, like, for a little bit. I've said this since summer started, that I was going to start earlier and earlier streaming. And 9:30 was kind of looking like the time, but You know, some days I'm going to start even earlier than that. And it's going to stop on August 15th. Once August 15th comes, we'll be back to a normal schedule where we'll just pick a time and do it every single day at the same time, whether it's like 10 a.m. or noon or something like that. We can go back to a later time if you guys want. I'll ask you, have you been liking the earlier streams, or would you like it to go back to like a noon type of deal? When it's earlier, like on a Monday, you can get the teams faster, but also it might not be a good time for you to watch it. I don't know. Like, is noon better? Is 10 a.m. better? Is you want it to go even earlier? You know, let me know. But so close to getting started here. I hope I'm not taking too long. Hit that like button, then I'll get some more people in here. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. I got my Tower of Doom map up, and I think I'm ready. So let me put in a chapter so you can skip all of that. And you say, like, he takes forever when he's setting up his stream. The first 5 minutes is like nothing. 6 minutes, 10 minutes. Well, I'm going to put a chapter, okay? Tower of Doom. Tower of Doom start. At the 6:45, we'll say. And I'll save that. And now there's a chapter forever and ever for everybody. You never have to listen to that again. Mark! Good morning, Mark. What's up, dude? You're number 1 today. Hey, how'd you do on that underspire? I got it done, but it was like clunky. I was still using War and Peace and Empress and all that. I never changed my team for real. I had a Dwarven Gate ×2, and then I had Empress and War and Peace, and I had trouble with like one fight. It was like Ruby Wrath or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but... And then, like, on the very last fight, I used a bunch of trinkets just to make it... I was like, oh, man, I'm starting to have trouble here. So I have all these trinkets that I never use because I don't really care about trinkets that much. But all of a sudden, they were useful because I was fighting Diamantina, and I had, like, 1 torch left. And I'm like, no, I don't want to buy more. You know? So I was like, okay, I'm going to put on every single trinket and see if... So... Nice. Good job, dude. Ooh, Lasher. That's a good idea. Pretty much the same thing, me and you. War and Peace, Lasher, pretty much the same. That's cool. Green and brown, hitting all enemies, buffing it with Empress. Yep, we both did the same thing pretty much, so hell yeah. Alright, here's the Tower of Doom, okay. Ultimate Doom of Nature. Climb the tower with the colored team green and face the ultimate doom. Green, use these troops in battles. Event weapon is doomed... I don't know. F-word. Doomed F-word. Event weapon is doomed F-word. It deals damage to the first 2 enemies, +2 per tempering level. Create 2 green gems for each green ally and enemy. If the enemy has a doom, gain a random status effect. So it's another one of those. It's really good. You want to get it if you can. My new account's probably going to grab it. It's got the blue one, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the green one too. It's loopy. If the entire enemy team is green and your entire team is green as well, it's going to be just like the Journey troops used to be, like Chalcedony, Secra, all that. It's going to be just like that. But if like the entire enemy team is not green, you always want to make your team all green if you're going to use this weapon. There's no point of using it if you're not going to make your entire team green. And now my phone's ringing. I have no idea who that is. Maybe I should answer that. Hold on a sec, y'all. Sorry. OMG, I'm gonna have to cut that part out or something. I'm gonna have to put in a chapter. Here, let me put a chapter in. What are we at? 32:30. Restart? I don't know. What should I call it? 32:45. Sorry, I had to take that phone call. It was like important. Y'all can hear me and everything? It was an important phone call about moving. Nah, I'm sorry. That was like I had to answer the phone type of thing. So, alright, let's see what y'all have been saying. Yeah, I was on the phone. I'll be right here. I thought it would be a little quicker, but... yeah, I'm reading chat. Let's go. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I hope it's everything I'm hoping it is, you know? Thank you, Philip. Better than the last and the last that you have to change, right? It's Chad's monthly day off. Going out of town? Alright. Going to Hawaii? Okay, cool. At least y'all know that I'm trying to move. Like, I wouldn't take a weird 20-minute phone call just to make you guys sit there and wait, you know? Man, I started the stream early and everything. Dang, that was a 25-minute phone call. I'm so sorry. I should have maybe ended the stream or something. I just didn't know how long it was going to be, so couldn't, Anyway, let's go. I'm so sorry. Alright, we got the doomed F word, I think I was saying. The doomed F word. So, Tower of Doom. We gotta explain Tower of Doom because it's crazy and the devs don't really explain it right and everything. There's gonna be scouts. Your guild... The layout of the Tower of Doom is going to be the same for everybody in your guild. It's not going to be the same as my Tower of Doom. It's not going to be the same as, you know, Joe Rogan's Tower of Doom. Your Tower of Doom is going to be the same as the people in your guild. It's the one event where you have to collaborate with your guild. You have to at least look at something that the guild types, right? You don't have to, like, have a conversation. And I know most of y'all don't mind that, but some people out there are hesitant to join a guild because they don't want to socialize or be held accountable or anything like that. And I understand that. I'm a lone wolf too. But you don't really have to do anything. You just have to look at a spreadsheet pretty much. But a scout will go through all the rooms. They'll go through every single room. They'll go on the first floor, the second floor, third floor, all the way up to like floor 30, floor 80, whatever you're doing. They'll go in every single room and they'll tell you what is in every room. Every room costs a sigil. So it's... The reason they're doing that is so you don't go into like an armor room or an HP room and waste a sigil, because once you get to a certain point, the stats don't really add up anymore. You know, we got to get 11 armor scrolls just to get 1 extra armor. We have to get 9 more life scrolls just to get to plus 11 life. Like, it's not worth it at a certain point. And the scouts get all the easy to get stats. So, just let the scouts get the stats, and you should follow their advice and go into the room. Just go into Unlock, Luck, Heroism, Fireball, Haste. Some guilds have their own, like maybe they tell you to go into Power, which, like I said, it's diminishing returns, so it's not as good on floor 25 when you're going into Power as it is like on floor 1 or 2 or 3, and I don't even think it's possible down there. So, up to you. Some guilds might think... They might think they're doing something by getting a power. They might think they're doing something by getting a magic scroll, but it's really not doing what they think it's doing, even if all 30 people do it. And that's the only time it would even be remotely worth it, is if every single person in the guild was getting, like, the powers. And look, we already have, like, it's not going to happen. So, mostly make just 100% you have to get Unlock, and you should get Luck. Heroism and Fireball, it's a no-brainer because it's like free sigils and free wins. And then the Haste is one you can, if you want to, if you think you need more sigils, if you're trying to get more Vow Ravens, if you're trying to get more turns, if you're trying to make it easier later when it's on floor 20-something or floor 30-something. Hastes are good because it gives you more sigils, gives you more chances at Vow Ravens. It's a free room. You go into a Haste room, you use a sigil, but you get it right back, so it's like a free room. So there's no harm, no foul either way on a Haste. But Unlock unlocks the next floor. Luck gives you double the points that a boss would give you, so Lucks are good, especially early. Fireball will clear an entire room out just by clicking a button. Heroism will clear an entire floor out just by clicking a button. You don't have to do any fights. You can just click on the boss and hit the heroism scroll. And then, yeah, you'll have a scout. They'll go into Terran's world or something. They'll put what's in every single room, and you only hit those. You don't hit the armor. You don't hit the HP. I suggest not hitting the attack or the magic or the powers or any of that. But different guilds do different things as far as all that goes. But let's get into some teams. Let me see what floor 1 is. Floor 1, I'm on Terran's world. I'm looking at my guild's layout here. It's going to be different than yours. 2 is armor, 3 is armor, 4 is unlock, and 5 is magic. So we're going into 4. And let's make some teams. We got green. Green is usually pretty good. And I have a video called The Top 20 Green Troops in Gems of War or something like that if you want to go get some more ideas. I think that video should get an extra few views today. If people are looking for it at least. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to go into room 4. Let's make a team here. Let's try to make a high-level team, I guess. What do we have access to with green? Like, it seems like we got, we have it. Like, they did bring up, we did have a, foreclosure, but it was, like, so many years ago. It was when we were really young, like, 18 or something. So, it doesn't really matter. I don't even know how they still see that crap from so long ago, but they didn't care, so it's fine. So everything looks good. We just had to turn in, like, everything's been happening quickly. Like, I found out it was still available, like, not even a week ago. And then I met with them. Like, I had to set, like, it took a few days to even, like, be able to meet with them because they were on this, they're only open on this day, and she works on these days, and blah, blah, blah. I had to make sure I had the money first, too. Like, first I was like, hey, is this place still open? Because we seen it, like, a month ago. And places go fast. It was still open. Okay, number 1, check, bang. Place is still open. Number 2, do I have the money for the deposit, the first month's rent, the dog deposit, there's all these other things, dude. It adds up. It's a ton of money. So I had to make sure I had the money. Okay, I have the money. So that was step number 2, right? Then I have to go bring them some stuff and, like, take it off the market pretty much. So it was kind of strange. They wanted a certain amount of money to take it off the market so they could. But I don't know. You'll probably think it's weird, but I think it's all good. And then, I got a receipt, and they took it off the market. I saw it go off the market and everything. And they can't show it anymore. It's not on the market anymore, all that stuff. And then, so now we just have to, we have to get employment verification stuff. We have to give our notice to this place. We have to do, like, a couple other things, like, I think I have to do my application still. It's just like 3 or 4 things we have to do. And then we weren't actually moving for like another month or 45 days because I have to give notice here. And I'm not, yeah. So the actual moving, me being in the new place probably won't be until like September 1st or I don't know. But I'm going to try to go as soon as I can. But that's what's going on right now. So we're really close. We're at the finish line. And we're 99% there. We have to go meet with them again this week, give them, like, the deposit, give them the rest of the stuff they were looking for. But they're already looking into us, and they're already asking questions, and they already took it off the market, and we already gave them a little bit of money and all that stuff. So, getting another phone call, man. Okay, that's nothing. All right, no big deal. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Sorry, somebody asked about the house, and I started talking about it. We got green. What are you guys doing for Tower of Doom green? Tower of Doom is going to get a little bit difficult, so, up there in the 20s and stuff, we might want to think ahead, but I think you definitely want to fast team early. And I got to get the weapon first, so that's a thing. Alright. Man, it is still the place. Like, they're texting me now. Alright, so I got to buy this weapon first. I'm sorry, y'all, like, lots of stuff going on this morning. Okay, so you got to buy the weapon first. Because the weapon is good, and you got to use it, and you get extra damage and all that. Let's get the weapon, and we're going to throw it over on the team. Now, it's quite a few gems, but not like crazy. It's like, I would say, what, like 500 gems or something? You should always have a reserve of at least 500 gems, probably. The doomed F word. Let's go. So we got to put that on the team. So we might want to try to make like a kind of a loopy team. So that'd be a good start for your team, the doomed F word. Because you're going to use it anyway. And then you could build a team around it, or you can make it supplementary. But you want to... Ooh, I don't have enough? That's crazy. It's the first time that's happened. So maybe I have 41 to unlock all tempering, so I'll do that. I've not used any of those, so just throw that over there. I might have to text these people. I'm sorry, y'all. One sec. One sec. Alright, I got it. This person likes to talk, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm not a big talker. I mean, I am on here, of course, so I guess they're just really trying to get us into this place, and I really appreciate it. Like, this lady's super nice and everything. Yeah, we could make some sort of loopy team, like Queen Beatrix or something. But yeah, let's get our weapon on there. I tried to start early today and everything. Alright, what's going to go with that? Is there any mythics that make green? We could do Stellarix for sure. I mean, green works with this. And it's a high-level team. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a mid-level team. I'm going to make a low-level team. So hang in there if you don't have Stellarix. Let's just, it's common sense here. Let's go with Leprechaun. Always a good choice, no matter what team. You Leprechaun it up. You're going to use Leprechaun. From the day you get Leprechaun until the day you quit the game, you're going to be using Leprechaun. It's probably the most useful troop in the entire game, honestly. Like, you'll never stop using your Leprechaun. It goes on almost any team. Unless you're doing something like the Takshaka business or the Emberclaw business or a 50% start. Any other team, you're going to use Leprechaun if it's available. Like, he's really good. So that's a good start to our team. We got some damage. We got some green going up on the board. We got lots of damage and some sort of green going up on the board. And we got a good explodey start there. And we're going to have the Explode Potion, the Enchant Potion. So what else do we need? Do we even need anything else, really? Like, we could put anything on there. Something that maybe does something on 4 or 5 gym match. Just for fun. Like Possessed King, we never get to use him. Or like... anything like that would be fun. I'll just throw him on there for fun. Okay? I know some of y'all like him, and he doesn't get used very often, so we'll throw him on there for fun. If I was going to make like I'd maybe put Queen Beatrix there if I was really going to... If you want to, you could put Queen Beatrix instead of the Possessed King. That might be pretty good. And then we got lots of green. We got lots of purple. So green, purple, minus red is probably fine. Class, I like to do Archer when I'm looking for a green storm. It's a 50% start with a green storm. And it has cool stuff if you're in first slot. If you take a look here, 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal. So you're going to get incidental skulls as you're looping and whatnot, so you might as well have that chance to crush them in the face and kill them in one shot with skulls too. I think it had, yeah. We got our green storm on, nice. All right, so this would be my high-level team, and it would probably work the entire way because you know how Stellarix goes. You cast it, you hit them for tons of damage, and you fill it right back up, and you cast it again. So let's run it. Yeah, I'm gonna do mid and low. That's why I do 3 teams, Allie. I think mid is more... Green is more of a mid anyway. You know, Queen Beatrix, Venoxia, etc. Gob Truffle. So green is more of a mid anyway for most people. Not a high level. High level green troops... You know, there's like CT I think is green. High King Iron God is not green. Zul'Goth is not green. You know, so... The green, normally, if you don't have Stellarix, you're going to go with some sort of mid-level team anyway. But I gotta show, this is probably what I'm going to use, honestly. So I want to blow through the Tower of Doom as quickly as I can. And we just go to the boss. And I'll put another chapter in. Put ToD high. At like the 48. I was going to try to make this stream like an hour and a half, but looks like it's going to be longer. Boom! Doot. Extra turn, bang, get out of here. You probably don't need to see this too much, but the Possessed King is giving us extra mana whenever we do like a 4 or 5 gym match. He could also, if something survives and you don't have your weapon up or your Stellarix up, you could cast it to finish stuff off, maybe. Floor 2. We got 2 is attack, 3 is attack, 4 is power, and 5 is unlock. So I'm going to 5. Let's do 2 more fights with this, then I'll make the mid-level. We can blow through these fights pretty quick. Just look for extra turns. If you don't have any, cast Leprechaun. Bang, there's Stellarix already. Boom, they're dead. Finish them off. They summoned. Alright, boss time. And I got another text. But this time it's not house business. And I'm getting a call. I don't know who that is. It says potential spam. Alright, there we go. So that's that team. And floor 3 is... 2 is power, 3 is attack, 4 is unlock, 5 is attack. There's that team code. For the high level team, if you have access to all of that. Alright, let's do a low level team. You're going to have the weapon. You're probably going to use Leprechaun, so we can throw off these 2. And then base rarity, go down to legendary. I would say early on, probably Queen Beatrix. She puts green on the board, so does the weapon. We got Leprechaun, we got Queen Beatrix. You could either go with another Queen Beatrix, or you could do like a Venoxia if you want to mix it up a little bit. Or like even a Web Spinner if you want to have a little fun. But most likely I'm going to do double Queen Beatrix. And you could do Gob Truffle later. If you're like having trouble and your Queen Beatrix isn't looping, you could do Gob Truffle, right? Yeah. So later on, if you're super deep, you're super duper deep, and you're like, Beatrix misses, and you die, and you're like, oh man. Well, you could switch to Gob Truffle, and it's more of a loopy, enemy doesn't get a turn type of deal. Especially with that weapon. Should be good to go. But I think I might just double up on Queen Beatrix. Easy to get. My new account has 2 Queen Beatrixes. My new account's like level 500. I'm sure everybody has this. So let's do it. And we could change our banner to green-blue. Minus brown is fine. Archer's still good. Green Storm, 50% start. Let's see how it goes. And I'll put another chapter in. And I drop my controller. I'm all discombobulated today. They're like really rushing us, but I get it. Sinnycool don't like to be rushed, but I get it. I get it. Sometimes you gotta rush. It's like, I'm not gonna tell this lady, sorry, I'm streaming right now, you know? Sorry, I can't run and go do that thing you want me to do. I'm streaming at the moment. And it's not like it's something that has to be done right this second. I can do it in an hour or two. I can do it tomorrow. Which I know that's not the mentality, but I'm doing my thing I do every single day. Alright, Leprechaun it. Got the Queen Beatrix. I don't know. Maybe the Doomed. Let's see. Early on, the Queen Beatrix will hit all enemies for true damage, so it's better off to cast her. But later on, the weapon would be better to cast because it has a better chance of looping, probably, than Queen Beatrix. It's probably really close. It depends what color the enemies are and everything. Like, if all the enemies are green and you want to make sure you loop, you should probably cast the weapon. But if there's no green enemies, then you should probably cast Queen Beatrix. And definitely early on you should cast Queen Beatrix, because she does, like I said, she'll kill everything. Alright, floor 4, we got 2 is armor, 3 is armor, 4 is attack, and 5 is unlock. So let's go to 5. Vishal is here. Taylor Swift? No, it's just the basic Android, I think. I need to change it. I've never been the type of dude to have like a crazy ringtone. Crazy ringtone. Some cool music on there, some Taylor Swift. No, I think it's everywhere for that phone. If you don't change it, that's what you get. Can you link that green team video? That'd be a good idea. I'll try to find it. Maybe I could find it right now. I'm already doing like too much other stuff, I guess, though. Should probably concentrate on the stream. Yeah, I'll try to get that pinned in the pinned comment. See, the weapon's just as good as Beatrix right there. Bang, bang. Beatrix catches blue, so that's why I have it the way it is. Floor 5. 2 is attack, 3 is life, 4 is luck. You want to grab the lucks. They're worth a lot. They're worth, it's just as much as going to the boss at least. There's no point of skipping luck unless your guild has all rewards and you're on like floor 20 something and you're just trying to get to floor 26 or something like that. You don't have to do the lucks at that point because it's just to help your guild get to all rewards. Once you get past all rewards, you should be good to go. They're texting me again. But here's the team code for this team if I didn't show it. I think this is what you would use if you don't have Stellarix. Alright, let's do a low-level team. You got green. You probably have a green... You get the green weapon. Hopefully. I mean, my new account's getting the green weapon. I shouldn't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't feel bad about using the weapon. If you don't have the weapon, if you have no way of getting the weapon, then, you know, use Essence of Evil or something, and you'll be fine. But you should have the weapon, because my new account's going to have the weapon, and I'm free to play, and I'm playing normally with no advantages, so that's why I'm not going to, like, feel bad for not using something else. Alright, low-level green team. You know, Rowan is green is my first thought. Could we somehow... You could do, like, a fun dingus? It's like an extra turn. You could go all in on the weapon instead of Rowan all the time. But Rowan would be good. You got Marilith there if you don't want to use Fundingus, but she doesn't get an automatic extra turn like Fundingus. This thing might be cool. Brown to green. And the two weakest enemies would probably be the ones that you hit with the weapon. That might be cool. Trying to come... Shocktopus would be pretty good if you want to use Shocktopus. Shocktopus, Rowan. Trying to make you something slightly different than you would think. Veneratus is decent. You could do the triple wall of tentacles with the doomed F word, maybe. It's 18 mana cost, but you could 50% start it. Just giving you some ideas. Egg Thief is there. Leprechaun. You could do triple persistence with the weapon, maybe, but that'd be weird, because then your whole team would be green. And you'd have no other mana. That'd be strange. I want to try this, because I think it's going to work. What order, though? Weapon has to be first. Leprechaun has to be... And this thing definitely gets an extra turn. So I think I would go like that. Banner, for sure green. And then... I'll go red. Oh, there's nothing. It's either minus blue or... So maybe we'll try... this. And we'll just stick with the same one. Same everything, same banner, same class, but we changed the team. Got the weapon, Fundingus, Ocularan, Leprechaun. Let's see what happens. It's kind of a strange team. Yo, what up, Classic? Yeah, there should be a video mark of top 20 green troops. I think that's what Funky Town's looking for. Leprechaun. There's 2 green enemies. But you could look for this first if you want to. Brown to green. We don't have it. Brown to green. We don't have it. And I know your weapon's probably not going to do all that, but you would just keep going. Keep looping. Alright, floor 5. ToD low, we got 59. One sec, sorry. Alright. So, floor 5. They're texting me. Floor 5. We already did luck, so we're going to go do unlock. And the weapon's going to loop. The Fundingus gets an extra turn. It uses red. The Ocularan can turn brown to green. Hit the 2 weakest enemies, which once you hit them with the weapon, they will be the weakest enemies. You can finish them off, which is cool. Then it will loop back into the weapon again, and then you can use the weapon again. I think this is going to work good. Let's not even take the green off. So sometimes when you're trying to loop on a color, you're not going to like take the extra turns. Because you want as much green on the board as possible to make sure this weapon loops. That way you can cast it again. You're just like giving yourself a whole other extra turn. It's better to not take the extra turn. You're going to cast, put green on the board, you're going to get an extra turn anyway. You're going to get to do the it's free damage pretty much is what it is. So don't take the green extra turn if you also have your weapon up, basically. You cast the weapon instead. You leave the green extra turn on the board. So there's more green on the boards. For when you cast the weapon and you put more green on the board, it's going to be better to help it loop. So it's like free damage because you're going to do the damage. You're going to put green on the board. You're going to get the weapon back up again. And you're just going to be right back where you were, except for you didn't take that green extra turn. And you got all that extra damage. And now you're casting it again. That's one of the situations in the game where you would not take an extra turn. That and like when you're frozen. Been a strange stream. Mark says top 20 green is the link I just put in. Alright, thank you, dude. Mike says, any green troops got a good third trait? Explode. Yeah, I did, on my first team, I did, Possess King. No. And I guess we would... Like, this is definitely 100% an extra turn. This could be, and it does damage, but there's no green enemies, so... Maybe you would do this to put more green on the board. Like, right now we have 6, which isn't a lot. So maybe, like we do this. Now there's 8, right? We're trying to put more. Do it again. Now there's 11, okay? And is it lining up for the green to brown? Yes, right here. So do the things that give you an extra turn for sure. Now we got 13, even more. And it still didn't loop. I did all that work and it still didn't loop. That's funny. I was trying. This is 100% an extra turn. This is probably. And do it again. And we win. I think this will work for you. If you for some reason don't have Queen Beatrix, that would be the only person using this. If you for some reason don't have Queen Beatrix or like Gob Truffle, this would be... Yeah, like my new account's going to be using Queen Beatrix, so I don't know that anybody's going to be using this team. But I make it anyway, just in case. It's epic and under. 4 is unlock here. And here's the team code. So I did a high, mid, and a low. The high-level team was Stellarix, of course, but the mid-level team was a nice Queen Beatrix team. The low-level team... right here. Mostly using the weapon, but Ocularin, shout out to Ocularin. It goes well with that weapon. Thank you so much, Mark, running out there with Chad and Sana, I think. Yeah. Sana was pacing back and forth, baring her fangs, guarding the train. Chad's bringing her a bowl of water. Mark bringing some treats. Alright, so that's Tower of Doom. Alright, let's do the weekly preview now. I'll put in a chapter. I'll try to, like, go back into the stream, and when I had that big pause, I'll try to, like, make sure you can hit the chapters and get around it. Alright, here we go. Let's put another chapter. Weekly preview... / soulforge at the 105. Cry Wolf, new epic troop Warg Spirit. Get this troop with glory from the Wards tab of the shop. Tower of Doom, defeat Dooms at gain points for your guild. Build a team from a color green and search for the Dooms. The Frostbound Sword, the campaign has started. New rewards every week, don't miss out. Week of Maugrim Woods, all Maugrim Woods troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Beast, all Beasts gain 10% to their skills. And bonus gold, use the Warg Spirit in PvP and Explore to gain 400 gold. I'm so distracted today, I'm sorry. Alright, we got the soulforge. What's in here? Anything good? I feel like the mic's been in my nose hole the whole time, too. Because I keep taking it off and putting it back on. Anything good in here, y'all? We got Karnak, Scion, Queen Mab, Sylvanamora, Ferris Ra, Zillapachli, Ares, and the Gemini. So pretty poo-poo. You shouldn't throw any diamonds. Unfortunately, my new account is going to get 4,000 diamonds this week, and I'm going to have to keep saving. But I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'm going to keep on saving. I'm not going to just throw diamonds at the first mythic I can afford, you know? Gemini's probably the best. It was one of the only good astrological mythics, and it's not that good. It's not like a top 10 or a top 20 or anything. It's just like, the troop art's cool, it does true damage. 24 red, yellow, purple, Galvania, Undead Mystic, steal life from the 2 weakest enemies, then inflict curse and 3 stacks of bleed on them. Spell Armor, 25%. Undying, Celestial Hunger. Give 8 life to all purple allies with matching purple gems. So no good traits for real, but it steals life from the 2 weakest enemies. Which isn't bad, it's just not good either. Troop Art, though, is through the roof. Okay, you got Ares, Zillipochli, and Ferris Ra. Wow. They're all about the same, super average. At least that explodes, but they have to die. Okay, that does skulls, but they have to die. And Ferris Ra no longer needs a soul farm. So, I don't know. None of them are good. They're all, like, super average. You shouldn't really craft any of those unless you already have all the good ones. And you're just filling in the blanks at that point, and you have lots of diamonds. So I don't even really want to say. Gemini is above the rest. And if I really, really had to, probably Ferris Ra would be last. And Zillipochli and Ares would be pretty close tied. So they both have to get a kill to do something. So whatever one is like, this one does up to 171, but this one only does 50. It's boosted by purple, though, so you could do, like, maybe 70. So maybe Ares. I don't even like Ares, so I was trying not to put it in second, but Gemini, then Ares, then Zillipochli, then Ferris Ra. That's what I would say. It's my opinion. As far as legendaries go, we got Karnak, Scion, Queen Mab, and Sylvana Mora. Some more oldies. Some more oldies. The only one I've used recently is probably Karnak's, but just as a tanky mana generator. He's not even really a tank for real. He's only 25% skull reduction, but, you know, he gains armor, too. So occasionally. Scion, too, just an annoying, sweaty wrestler troop. Queen Mab used to be good because it freezes a random enemy in 4 or 5 gym match, and it has, like, you know, mana burn's just not as good as it used to be, but it has an extra turn. Sylvana Mora hits all enemies, explodes, entangles the first enemy in 4 or 5 gym match, so they're all solid. They're just, you want to only craft Tesla if you're going to craft a legendary, so probably shouldn't do any of these. So big ol' skip, the entire soulforge, big ol' skip. Unless there's a crazy weapon. Path of the Wolf. No. This you get in the shop. Event shop. Vampiric Mark. No. Moonblade. Devil's Bane. Lupine's Edge is okay, like for your persistence team. It's only 300 diamonds. You're not going to use it all the time or anything, but it's a nice tool for your tool belt. Oh, Doomed Glaive. Doomed Glaive is probably the best thing in the entire Soulforge. So if you're going to get anything at all, you should pass on pretty much everything. But the Doomed Glaive, if you don't have it, I like it, I use it, and it's good. So Doomed Glaive is what you would get. It's one of the best, like this new Doomed weapon might be the new best green Doomed weapon, but if it is, then Doomed Glaive's number 2. Like Doomed Glaive used to be number 1. Okay, so that's the Soulforge. Let's go check out the Glory Shop and all that business. I'll put in a chapter for this, and we'll blaze through it. Glory Shop. Traitstone. Event Key. ETC. That'll be at the 111. Okay, Warg Spirit is the new troop of the week, the Glory Shop troop. It is 13 green, purple, Maugrim Woods, Undead Beast, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by Ghost Gems, then create 3 Ghost Gems. It has the Nature Link, it has Haunted, 15% chance to create a Ghost Gem when my turn begins. You can get green and purple trait stones. So you can go, like, trait some legendaries, maybe a mythic, something like that. Make sure you get your Spoils of War. It's always worth it. Boom. Let's go check out that traitstone. Right here. You go purple, green, green, purple. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, in the next month or so, I might have some days where I have to take days off. There might be days like this, so just bear with me. Once I get into the new place, and we're all settled in, and we have internet, and I'm all set up, like, everything should get back to way normal. Like, before, like, 2 years ago type of normal. Yeah, I hope so. All colors, base rarity, show all. So thank you for bearing with me. Alright, Arachnian Weaver potentially uses this stone. You might want to check on it. It has Creeping Doom, Impervious, and Stealthy. That is nice. If you have Arachnian Weaver, you're going to want to have it fully traded. Mandragora does the web a random enemy when matching purple gems. Queen Aurora gain bonus mana from all gym matches. I feel like I just said Queen Aurora twice. Queen Aurora Mandragora. Quel'Zama has a 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die. Possessed King has the Unstable Possession, which we're using in the Tower of Doom right now with our high-level team. Yasmin has Entangle, a random enemy of matching green. What else do we got? Tyrion's here. Mark, you crafted Doomed Glaive. Nice. Good job. We got any legendaries that use this stone? First Mate Axlava is an empowered converter, blue to red. Moon Rabbit is an empowered converter, blue to yellow. So it's mostly looking like... Oh, a Leprechaun, duh. If you just got your Leprechaun, you can go to the Glory Shop, get the Traitstone, fully trade it. It's nothing without it's empowered. You shouldn't even really use it until you get it empowered. Probably. Spirit Fox is empowered. Greed is empowered. Sister of Nightmares has a 75% start. Trickster has a 75% start. And I think even Siren has a empowered, if I didn't say it. Sorry, I'm very distracted. So that's the Traitstone. Alright, chests. We got Maugrim Woods as the event key drop table. Let's go check that out. Oh, you got the last immortal? Nice. Tyrion got the last immortal. Alright, so these are the troops that you will get if you throw event keys right now. That's how event keys work. It's based on what kingdom week it is. This week is Maugrim Woods. So when you throw event keys, you're only going to have a chance to get these troops. And some of them aren't there. Like Luna's not there for sure. I don't think this is there, right? Don't you have to make these a certain type of way? Like in the soulforge. You might be able to get that, which I like, but it's not worth... Like, Midwinter Lycan, we all know, is not good. He freezes and tears himself and curses himself, and... I probably exaggerated a little bit there, but, you know, he backfires. 50% start for Beast. So you got Tyrion Scroll, you got Forest Guardian. Spirit Fox. You know, Cockatrice. So, you know, it's pretty much a pass. You want to save all your event keys for Adonis, Alcaries, Asian. I say it every single week. One of these days it'll be one of those weeks, and we'll be like, yay, that's why I saved event keys. My new account has not opened one single event key. I've been saving all of them. And I don't even have that many. I only have like 500 something, and that's me saving all of them. And playing the game pretty much properly, like, especially recently. But, yeah, it's going to take a while to save them up. You're just going to have to, like, forget you even have them, pretty much. Event keys. And then all of a sudden it'll be a Dawn a week, and you'll be like, oh, I wonder how many event keys I got. And you'll be like, ooh, I have 3,000, or 4,000, 5,000. You'll be like, yay, now I can get Ironhawk. Yeah, the Ascendant and the Reborn have to be crafted in the Soulforge, you're right. But a Tyrion Scroll, I like a Tyrion Scroll. Some people like, I think, Reborn or, I don't know, one of the other two better, but I like a Tyrion Scroll. So that was the event key drop table. We did the stone, we did the glory shop. Let's go check out the campaign. The sword has been purchased from a dwarven merchant by a wargear many centuries ago. It was a good thing dwarves keep such thorough records. The spell pointed onwards towards Maugrim Woods. We got Green Slayer, Forest Crystals, and Soul Grinder. All that should just happen as you play the game. And then your stat is some HP, yay. It's based on the kingdom. I guess Maugrim Woods is an HP kingdom. Getting more copies of Sir Saxby. some book. Get some book. Nothing too great there. But you just do it and get it done. Alright, what's next? Probably underspire, huh? You guys let me know if I'm forgetting anything. There's not any, like, special event this week, right? I think we got one coming soon, but I don't think there's anything at the moment. There is a new mythic coming Friday. Let's talk about it real fast. Because the spell was not there. What? Terran's World is verifying I'm a human. No, go back. Ah, stop it. I'm trying to look up the new mythic. Okay, we got troop spoilers. We got Pharaoh Khafru. Pharaoh Khafru. On Friday, August 2nd, 2024, from Kitar. It's Pharaoh Khafru. It says, I hate mummies. Arcane Plains and Skull. Base rarity Mythic. Troop type Undead. Troop roll Warlock. His spell is called Canopic Jar. Convert all gems of a chosen color to cursed gems. Convert 3 skulls to Deathmark gems. Then convert all other skulls to Uber Doom skulls. Like a 3-tier spell there. Mana color yellow, purple, brown. Mana cost 24. Trait number 1, Accursed. Trait number 2, Undying. Trait number 3, Trapped Tomb. Explode 2 random gems when my turn begins. So that's what I was talking about, like... I think it's going to do the same thing as like a Emberclaw or a Takshaka or a Theo or an Eye of Argus or a Great Worm. It's gonna, except for it's going to explode 2 random gems when its turn begins. So at the very start of battle, if you have 3 of them on your team, that'd be 6 gems exploding. I don't know if that's going to be as good as like Takshaka, but we'll have to see. So I'm not totally pooping on this thing. Plus, I think it's interesting. So that's the word I'm using for this new mythic coming up Friday. It looks interesting. It's going to convert all gems of a chosen color to cursed gems. So you could, you know, get an extra turn on brown. The troop uses brown, yellow, purple, brown. So you might be able to get it right back up. And when you do that, it's going to convert 3 skulls to Deathmark gems. And it's going to convert all other skulls to Uber Doom skulls. So... you know, you could then maybe take a skull match, but it's not going to, like, make an extra turn with skulls or anything, but it will make an extra turn with brown, and then maybe get itself back up, is all I'm saying. And then it does the thing at the start of the battle. So it's interesting, I don't know. Maybe it would be good with, like, Lord of Slaughter. Because you're converting all gems of a chosen color to brown, basically. And then you're going to turn, all other skulls to Uber Doom skulls, and then maybe you cast Lord of Slaughter after that. Like, you get an extra turn because you're converting all gems of a chosen color to cursed gems. You put the Uber Doom skulls on the board, you put a couple Deathmark gems on the board, and then you cast Lord of Slaughter and you blow that entire board to smithereens and you crush the first slot with true skull damage or something. It's interesting. It's interesting. Usually I'm saying something's not looking good, but this one looks interesting. It's not, like, crazy good. It's not going to be like you put it on the team like a Stellarix and it's going to solo everything. I think it's going to be good with other troops. It's going to be one of those. Like, Sycorax is good with other troops. You can't just use Sycorax by itself. Like, this guy, you probably can't use him just by himself, but if you put him with other things, or you use 3 of them for that 3rd trait or something, we'll see. Definitely interesting. And you know that's the truth if I'm saying it, because I'm usually like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't have it yet. I gotta use it. It's usually what I'm saying, so. Interesting. What do you guys think about the new mythic? I think it looks pretty cool. You're gonna have to make a good team with it. It's not gonna, like, you can't just put one of them on a team with a mana generating weapon and a leprechaun and then call it a day. It's probably not gonna be as good. But if you put it with something interesting, like something that goes with it, it might be really good. Okay, underspire. Let me put in a chapter, and I'll make you a few teams for this. That would be 122. Save. Underspire, everybody should at least peek in here and get your lantern, like Tyrion said. I've been doing that on my new account. So you might need a team for your first fight. Or you're like everybody else and you're doing either your free torches or you're buying extra torches every day so you can go to the 7th boss and get all this awesome big gold orbs and silver orbs and elite gold mythics and all that good stuff, which I've been doing for weeks and weeks and weeks now. But it's a Maugrim Woods restriction. So you could use like Luna early, or you could do some sort of Hatir and Scroll Forest Guardian team. You got Wolf Garrick, you could knock him into range for him if you want. That's the first 3 things that come to mind. And then it's going to get tougher the lower the rarity. Because there's nothing great down there. But if you got like Luna, that's probably what you're going to do early, and then switch into like maybe a Hatir and Scroll Forest Guardian or Scroll Reborn. Midwinter Lycan I just don't liken. But you could 50% start it with the Forest Guardian and probably knock out a few battles early. I just don't think it's going to be good later. If you're going to the 7th boss, you probably shouldn't use Midwinter Lycan. I might go with this. I don't know. Should we use it early just to wipe them out? Doesn't even do that good of damage, though, does it? It's like this thing does 116, and this thing does 68. Almost double. Once again, just hang in there, and I'll make another team. But, we gotta... Okay, we can only use Maugrim Woods weapons. Okay, duh. So what are we gonna do? We got Luna. We need mana generation. Lupine's Edge. Wargear allies. We got Maugrim Woods. Blue and green. At least it does blue. It's probably our only option. It's in the soulforge, though. Put it ahead of that. Let's do base rarity dummy. What else? We need some either more mana generation or more damage. We might do Midwinter Lycan too. Alright, we have to be from Maugrim Woods. So we're probably going to have to use Forest Guardian. Because I don't like doing Warden without a 50% start. Forest Guardian on there. Judge of the Dead. Kerberos. Cranass. Inari. Are we looking for more damage, or are we looking for more mana generation? I think early game here, Luna's going to take care of business. I just hit the mic, sorry. So, oh, let's just throw them both. Oh, I don't know. I don't like the curse and the... I guess I could just cast it to finish stuff off. So, super high-level team here, but it is what it is. We have to do Warden because we have to be from Maugrim Woods, or else it's not. We might as well not use that weapon. Those type of weapons, you have to do what it says on the card, or it's not good. So we have to make ourselves a beast from Maugrim Woods. And then banner's gonna be what? We got 2 brown, we got 2 blue, we got 2 green, we got 2 yellow. Do we have? We got red, brown, blue, purple. We have every single color. Well, we're definitely mostly concentrating on those first 2 troops. So we got brown, brown. So let's start with that. And I'd like to minus either green or yellow, probably. There's yellow. That's probably what it should be. Brown, purple, minus yellow. I think you're going to have like a green storm, or Warden's like a green type of class, so you might as well not minus green. I'm thinking. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. It's off the top of the dome. And we'll definitely make a team without the dragon if you don't have it. It's crazy, like my new account has this dragon, so this is gonna work for me. But that's luck. It's not like everybody should have it or something, it's just I got lucky. I like the noise that makes. Alright, here's where you get your free lantern. And everybody should at least do that. And let's see how this goes for a second. And then we'll go to a mid-level team. Or at least another team that's not this high level. Got a red extra turn. Might as well get the hammer up. Got a yellow. We got a green. We have this, and I mean, it's early. He's being a good boy right now. He's that type of dog where sometimes he's a good boy, and sometimes he'll pee-pee on the carpet, he'll poo-poo on the carpet, he'll scratch up your carpet and rip it out of the wall and off the floor. He's being good today. We just gave him a treat. Once we get further up the tower, he just doesn't like height. Or it's actually the underspire, but once we get deeper in the underspire, he gets scared by dragons and he starts just peeing all over the carpet, being a bad boy. So if you want to use your midwinter lichen, use it early. Luna's the actual real damage dealer, but Luna's midwinter liken's being a good boy right now, and he's getting up, so we're gonna cast it. So we got mana generator / kind of damage dealer, but mostly mana generator. We got another mana generator because it's 50% starting the hero and the midwinter lichen, and then we have our real damage dealer here. But early game, this thing's being good, so let's keep using it. Do 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 do. Bang. Ferris Ra and Soulforge, that's a great mythic when you desperately need souls. I've just, you know how it goes. You know how I feel about that, but I remember back in the day when everybody was waiting for Ferris Ra. Like, it used to be the Iron Hawk. You know, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. That was the topic, man. Everybody's like, oh, I hope Ferris Ra's in there. You remember that? Let's do one more fight with this team. These days, I mean, my new account has 500,000 freaking souls. I don't think I'm ever going to go out of my way to use Ferris Ra. It would just be like, is Dawnbringer even like something worth soul farming for anymore? Like, it's cool to get, but you probably should just get it whenever you get 1,000,000 souls, you know? You shouldn't, like, go out of your way. Same with Duskbringer. I like Duskbringer, everybody knows that, but I'm not going to go out of my way to spend extra time gold farming or anything, or soul farming. And then Vault Event, you get a decent amount of souls. It's not crazy like the gold or the gems or the... but it's decent. Highest level always works to go to the next door. And you always have to go to the next door. So always do highest level first as far as battle order. There's your high level team. It should work the entire way, but... eventually I might take off Midwinter Lichen and do something else, or... let's try to make a lower level team with no mythics. So I can't use any of that. Judge of the Dead might be okay for super early. Kerberos. Krampus. Fenrir. He's pretty cool when you cast him on himself and he's in first slot. Anari. Timberwolf's okay. That was one of those Glory Shop troops that came in that was like... Not bad. Might have to go with a... We just don't have anything good here. Low level, mid level. What are we doing? I almost want to go like Doomed Glaive, Forest Guardian. Green to blue. Maybe Timberwolf. Can be like our tank. And one more thing. Purple to skulls and brown to green. Kind of annoying because this thing does brown to skulls too. Another text. Like I said, I might have to take a little break eventually so I can move, but I didn't know it was going to be this crazy this morning, so... Oh, we could do Cockatrice to throw some brown up there for our Doomed Glaive. But then we only have the one damage dealer, really, the Doomed Glaive. And that would also entangle. And it uses brown. I don't know, something like this. This thing's super blocked now, though. So maybe we put it here. Let's try it. I don't know. It's going to be tough for people that don't have Luna or a Tier and Scroll. Or Midwinter Lycan even's okay. You might do Judge of the Dead for a little bit, but it's going to fall off eventually. You could always cast Fenrir on himself, too. Let's see what happens here. Sometimes I come up with some decent teams just off the top of the head here. Alright, we got green. And then the only other color we have multiple of is yellow. We have purple, blue, green, yellow, brown, so we're missing red. And that doesn't work. Okay. Green, brown minus red. Green, purple minus red. Or green, blue minus red. So I'll just do this. And then we don't have to use Warden. We can do, we could if we wanted to, but I think I'm going to go with Archer. Because I like it better. And we're not using that hammer anymore, so we can. Let's just see what happens here. I'm not going to put the chapter in yet. This would probably be the mid/low. Well, I mean, we do have the one legendary. Alright, blue extra turn. Yellow. I don't know. Blue. Enemy going wild, like Girls Gone Wild. Early game here, you can just cast the glaive and knock them out. But later on, you're going to definitely want your conversion. We should probably do, like, an Anu. Oops. And early I'll do Nisha, but later I might do Seasons. Let's try it again. Still not super sold on it, but there's not much to work with. Like, what would you do if you don't have Luna? If you don't have any of the mythics, basically. I think I'm going to go with this. So I'm putting the chapter in. It's an idea. Follow along this week, and I'll be doing deeper underspire and all that stuff. Brown extra turn. Yellow extra turn. Who would we want to get up first? Our Forest Guardian's pretty close. See if that does anything. Got brown to green. You would think we would have that, but it looks like we don't. Cool. So... we just try to get up the glaive. Come on, man. They just offed themselves. There we go. Just gotta get everything up. It's one of those type of teams. And we could just do this. I don't know, it's an idea. Hopefully you just got the Doomed Glaive from the Soulforge. This might be one of those teams where you gotta get everything up. Oh, I don't have enough. I'm gonna do one more fight. So this time I'm just gonna try to get everything up. You'd probably go Timberwolf. Like, you almost might... I almost want to say... change the banner. Maybe just go all in on Timberwolf. And... cause, like, that's the only way you're gonna get going quicker. We put an Anu on, now we're changing our banner. Like, I'm trying to fix the team to make it a little bit better. There we go. There. They're dead. That was faster. That was faster. Yoke the ham, what up? Okay, purple and blue, please. There we are. There we go. Blow it up. Everything's up. Good. Boom. It's okay. It's a decent one. And later on you'll be casting this at least a little bit. So you'll be able to entangle the first enemy. You'll be able to put more brown on the board. You'll be able to line up your Doomed Glaive better. But early on, this is just wiping them out in one shot with that 61 damage to all enemies. So it's more than meets the eye that you've seen so far. Because I haven't had to use every single troop yet. But every single troop has a purpose. This is your tank and mana generator. This is like your damage dealer. Early on, it's going to wipe them all out in one shot. Later on, you're going to line up the brown gems to Doom Skulls. This thing's 50% starting the first guy, right? No. But it's also doing skulls and transforming brown to green to get up these two. It's fine there. And then Cockatrice is going to entangle the first enemy, just like the Doom Glaive will too, so you're not going to get backfired too bad. Even Archer, I think, has maybe an entangle too. So you have lots of entangles, so you won't get backfired. And then you can put brown up, you can drain. So this will work. This will be more of a later on type of part of the team. It'll line up your Doomed Glaive. Like, that's what I was thinking mostly, but... So if you don't have all that crazy high-level stuff, try this, and let me know how it goes. I know Forest Guardian is a legendary, but I don't think... I'm not going to be able to come up with anything else, I don't think. Getting that Starry Pet, Mark? Yeah. I think everybody should do that. You should just at least run auto battles. Same thing as at least getting your Lantern in an Underspire. You should at least go try the Epic Trials and run an auto battle or something. So is that everything? You guys have any questions? Did I miss anything? PvP's there, but it's always different for everybody. Like if you're on PC Mobile. Hey, I got promoted to Diamond League. Wonder what... Did I like win or something? What'd I get? Not sure where it tells you. Guess I'm in Diamond League now. Maybe I can get a burning chest. This? Ooh, I get to claim this. Yay, a trinket. A talisman. This. Okay, look. Ooh, I got a new, immortal. I got Glacia. So I'm way behind everybody else. Like, I only have Titanus, Lucifer, and now Glacia. But I did open, like, 10 chests, and I just got unlucky. I'm not going as hard as some people, but I also got unlucky with my chests. On my new account, all my luck went to my new account with that Ossifer. I have Glacia now. You have to go click on it to upgrade, so don't forget to do that, I think, right? Yep. You gotta check your immortals and go upgrade them. You can't use that for anything else anyway, so you might as well hit the upgrade button. She got her first trait. So I have Titanus with his first trait, and then I have Glacia, or I have Titanus with his first 2 traits. And then I have Glacia with her first trait. And then I have Lucifer just straight out the box with nothing. That's all I have so far. But I have opened like 10 burning chests, maybe. Anyway, that might be it for today. I don't really... That weapon name is hilarious. What, the F word? The doomed F word. Like, I could do my Citadel Wars, but it's only going to be the same for you if you're on PlayStation, I think. So, can do that tomorrow. We'll do Epic Trials and PvP and Faction Event tomorrow. So you have something to look forward to tomorrow. 9:30 a.m. EST, hopefully earlier. So be looking out for the streams a little bit earlier. Not promising anything, but I'm trying. Like today, I was trying to get on here at 9 a.m. and then I got a phone call, and we might as well have started at 9:30. But I'll go fix this stream and take out that big middle silence with the phone call part. But Lou was here. Later, Lou. But I'm going to get out of here for today, y'all. We'll see. I got to go, like, they're wanting me to go do stuff, like, go give my notice, and just scares me to give notice, you guys. Like, what if something pops up? I guess we would still have a couple months to find something else, but always scares me. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm a nervous, pervous, panicky, anxious dude. So I always think of the worst case scenarios, and anyway. But I'm going to go work on that kind of stuff, and I got to get my other stuff done too. So, busy day for me. Lots of stuff to do. So I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Good about the channel, comment below. I hope I helped you out a little bit. I know I was a little bit distracted. I know there was a big pause in there, but I did show you 3 teams for Tower of Doom. I showed you 2 teams for Underspire. We went over the Soulforge, the Glory Shop, the Traitstone, all that stuff. So hopefully it helped you out. And if it didn't, we'll be back tomorrow morning, and you can ask questions. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for joining me today. Yeah, I'm trying, Mark. Mark, Chad, Classic, Lou, Beg, Yoke, Tyrion. Mark with the 2, thank you so much. Apple Juice Fun for new house. Mike Sheard was here. Any green troops got a good 3rd trait, exploded gem in 4 matches. Possessed King. We got Mark, we got Classic, we got Funky Town, Texas. Vishal, Ali Bandy, Rain Man. Yeah, buddy. We're so close. Rain Man, Mike, Chad, Mark, Ali, Philip, Jenna. Yeah, I hope it's a good one. It looks good. I mean, I did my due diligence, at least somewhat. I drove through there multiple times just to make sure it wasn't the same old crap. Because, like, my mom is worried we're just going to go move in and move into the same exact situation and be paying more. But the problem is, like, here, 90% of the people are priced Section 8. And then you got people like us paying full rent. And we're surrounded... Not that they're bad people and stuff. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's not going to be any of that at this new place. You have to be able to afford a certain amount of rent to be living at this new place. So, there's not going to be any people sleeping all day and letting their kids run wild, most likely. Mark, Lou... Chad, like, I hope everybody can get out of here that's that wants to get out of here. I would never wish this place on anybody. Stop stressing, I know. I'm like a ball of stress. I should probably, think about that more. And quit being so stressed out. Or else I'm gonna be, unhealthy. But yeah, we'll see you guys. Have a good one. You're the best. See you tomorrow morning. I'll try to take care of everything today so we don't have any crazy stuff going on right away in the morning on Tuesday. But you never know. You got to bear with me in the next, month or two. And everything should get back to normal eventually, and probably better than normal. And I would say in 2 months or so. So just hang in there for 2 months, and I'll be back with you. Because I'm going to have to move. I'm going to have to pack stuff up. I might have to even take off a few days here and there. But just bear with me, please. Don't forget about me. And I'll be here if you're here. If you're still here, I'll still be here. And we're not going to, it's not going to be crazy. I'll still be streaming, but I might have to take a day off here or there is all I'm saying. All right, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out. Thank you for the well wishes, and appreciate y'all.